Hello and welcome back, guys. So in this video we will be looking at a JavaScript concept called control flow. So far what we have done is this, like a straight line, straight arrow. We write a few lines of code, it gets pushed, it gets executed. Then we write a few lines of code again, it gets pushed, it gets executed. Like put in your first name, put in your second name, put in the first number, second number, the sum of numbers, and in our previous video, this is what we did. But now imagine if your code had conditions, like when you sign up, it's like if username is Mary and password is 123, sign in. But what if the password is not 123? Or, it's like if the first name is John and the second name is Smith, you let them sign in. But what if the second name is not Smith? So these are called conditional statements. So we are going to start with a flow that looks a bit like this. Like you write a line of code, then there is a condition. The conditions need to be met, and then it gets executed. So, by the way, the tool I'm using to draw all of these things is Figma, in case anyone was interested. It's a free tool. I'm not associated with this in any kind. I'm, just throwing it out there. Okay, so you open a tab, you know how to open the console now. So let's write a conditional statement. The first kind is called if, and if is statement. And it's very easy to write, so let's just say, okay, you took a variable name which is equals to John. Yeah, John. Oh, whoa, I made a mistake. Okay, wait, forgot to put the quotes. Okay. Now we have saved the name, the variable name, as John. Now let's write an if statement. So it goes like if the name is equals to John. By the way, remember that you have to use three equal to signs over here because we're not assigning anything. And this is just a syntax that you need to remember, like these round brackets and then the curly brackets. It's just how these statements are written. Okay, so then the curly brackets, then I'm gonna hold shift and press enter so that the program doesn't get executed. So if the name is equals to John, alert message can be hi John. Okay, and then I'm gonna shift enter to make indentation. Okay, so this is ready. Now the variable name is already equals to John. So if the name is equals to John, the alert should say hi John. Okay, enter. There we go. Hi John. But okay, what if I were to change the variable name to Mary? Oh, well, Mary. Okay, now I'm just gonna bring this code again. Undefined. But we don't get any alert or any update because our if statement reads alert should only pop up if the name is John. But this is not usually how it goes because usually we have a code that can handle 2, 3 or so situations. Like, okay, if the name is John, it should say hi John, but what if the name is Mary? So here is where our second conditional statement comes in, and that is called, well, again, not typing, okay, it's called else, and like an if-else statement. So the way this one is written is the same way. We're gonna go with if name equals to John, curly brackets, hold shift, oh wait, hold shift, press enter. So if name is equals to John, you just put down the alert. Hi John, right? Then you have to do over here is shift and then enter again. So this is one. Now else going to be, if the name is not John, another alert should pop up that should say something like, let's say, wrong name. Wrong name. Okay, sure. Close the curly bracket and it's done. Okay, so over here, if name is equals to John, alert, hi John. Else, we will, if it's anything else, we will just say it's a wrong name. So you enter wrong name because the name, okay, sorry. The variable name right now is Mary. So if I change variable name to John over here, okay, variable name equals to, yeah, now the variable name is equals to John. So if I run this code again, it will say hi John. So this right over here is called an if-else statement. All right, so far we have learned two conditional statements, if and if-else. But now what if your condition, the flow was even worse? Like there was a condition that gives you two more conditions, two more options, and those options give you further two more options, and then finally, after managing all of this, the program gets executed. So let's try to do that one. Now this one, the third one, is called else if statement, and it reads something like this. So we're going to start with the basic. If name equals to, if name equals to John, well then that's very simple. It's just curly brackets, enter, is just okay, give some space, alert, hi John. Okay, on the other hand, else if, I know this, it's a bit a little bit tricky, but else if name equals to Mary, well, in that case as well, we'll have an maybe a little bit over here, have an alert that says hi Mary. And finally will be else. If it's anything aside from these two things, then in that case, just put an alert wrong name. Done. Now let's see if this works. So basically how this is working is like if name is John, we should get an alert, hi John. Else if name is Mary, we should get an alert, hi Mary. Else, like finally, if it's anything else, we should get an alert called wrong name. So I think the last time we played this code, the name was John, so we should get a hi John over here. But there is a syntax error over here. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, I made a mistake. So I'm just gonna click over here. I'm gonna rewrite the code. You see over here, I forgot to close the quotes and add a semicolon. Well, no, I don't need a semicolon over here. Okay, it should run now. Yep, it does. Okay. Hi, John. Now, if I change the variable name, uh, if I were to change the variable name equals to Mary, well, I need to just, okay, this off. Okay, now variable name is Mary, and if I run this code all over again now and enter, it says, Hi, Mary. What if I were to change this again and I make the variable name this time equals to Mike? Now the variable is Mike, and I run the code again, wrong name. So these were the conditional, statements. These are basically how they, make passwords and username systems and forms on websites. This maybe they're a little bit more complex, or maybe they have some other instructions and stuff inside them, but at the core, this is the basic logic that they're using, that if the name is this and the username is this and the password is this, then it should say this. And then if it's not, then it should say this. So we started with an if statement, then we did an if else statement, and then finally we did an if else if statement with an else inside it. So yeah, in the next video, we're gonna go a little bit more into this concept, and we're gonna talk about something called logical operators that will help us write these kind of codes much easily and much more fast. But this is where I'm ending this video over here. What I want you guys to do is like practice with this, get a little bit comfortable. Maybe if you really want to exercise your skills, make like a sign up form over here where it says like, it starts with those prompt codes that says like, hey, enter username, don't leave and, just you can do with the names. Try to make a form, get comfortable with it, and in the next video, we're gonna take a look at logical operators. Since this is an ongoing course, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up with all of our new videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.